In this series of videos, we're learning Jerome Kern tunes together, and this is Jerome Kern Tune of the Week, number 9, A Fine Romance. I have a YouTube video here that with a backing track where there's no piano, so that is perfect, and I'll put a link to it. So this is A Fine Romance. Let's play the melody together and then trade solos. Your solo. Okay, so the backing track was a little bit shorter than I was hoping for. I was hoping for one more chorus. But this is a good YouTube channel with backing tracks called Backing Tracks Jazz. So sometimes they have removed the piano or bass, which is nice. So some different variations of the changes. I don't think it's that diminished chord. The C sharp diminished. Some people play A, I think it's A minor. And then there's the diminished chord there, so it's kind of unusual to go up like that. But I like the diminished chord, but if you go to a jam and people call this tune, just be careful that it might be A minor there. It's also a funny note in the melody there, it's interesting. The 6th of the D minor, so maybe it's a G7, I don't know. And also the last, or the second ending, some people play F, A7, D minor, B7, or D diminished, D sharp diminished. So instead of F major going to F sharp split, B7, which is kind of a normal bebop thing, it's F major 7, A7, D minor 7, D sharp diminished. Here's an example of where it's good to, it's always good to listen to the melody, the recorded versions with vocalists, because they're not really singing a fine romance, but rather a fine romance. Almost all the vocalists I listen to sing like that, a fine. So it's kind of like a, like that, or so just something to be aware of, that the notation in real books, jazz notation in general, it's not meant to be played exactly. You're supposed to interpret it, and one way to do that is to know what the original versions or the classic versions sound like, so that you can build from that. So the melody is more like than just the diminished chord. It's an A. The A note is not in the chord. It's not in the C sharp diminished. So you can play this chord. So it's the flat 6. So this is the Django Reinhardt chord, right? Plays that all the time. So it's a diminished chord, a C sharp diminished with an A. You can also do this. Here, same thing. Then you have an E, and the chord is E minor. So that's kind of a lame sound. You have to do something there to make it interesting, I think. And so when the third chord, the minor chord in the key, appears like this, it has a tonic function, which means that you could play a C major 7 there, it would sound fine. That wouldn't shock anybody, except maybe the bass player. So I thought about that and came up with this. This is just my C triad. And then I resolved it to a stack of fourths. I just thought that sounded kind of hip, so. Here you can play some kind of 13, so I play F, B, E. You could play A. You could even play A flat. Not everybody plays those chords there either. It could be just those two last bar of the first ending could be just one bar of D minor 7 and one bar of G7. But I liked those chords there, and those were the ones that were in the backing track we were using, and I thought those sounded good. If you want to hear a jazz guitar version of this, Kenny Burrell has recorded it, and there's vocals there, but he plays a really sweet solo on this tune. It's funny that you don't hear this tune too often in jazz clubs, and I don't know why. It's good. It's fairly easy too. So I'll show you my setup here. I'm actually recording only with the camera here, so it's not a good sound, but I'm just gonna show you what I'm playing through. I'm playing through my Quilter. And I bought this DV Mark speaker. So it's only this Quilter 1 mini reverb into this. And I don't have a mic or anything, it's just the camera picking it up. So I thought that's pretty sweet. So I'm releasing these videos every week, but bi-weekly I put them on Patreon as a bonus and thank you to my patrons. And if you want access to all the Jerome Kern tunes and every other tune of the week video that I made, it's been like a year now that I've put out these videos weekly, and yeah, you can join us at Patreon. And with all that, thank you for your time and attention. I shall see you next time.